I had my first back blowout about 30 years ago, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was bringing it on, but it was debilitating. I spent about 24 hours unable to get off the floor. I'd been working construction for years, and I just remember being in my apartment and turning to walk out of the room and hitting the floor. And that started about 20 years of back pain. And it got bad. I mean, it got really, really bad. I only saw one doctor in that 20-year period. Mostly, I saw him for several years, but he wasn't able to help me. All he could do was prescribe medication. I had never heard of chiropractic. I didn't know anything about it. So I would periodically go into my doctor and I would get the muscle relaxers and the pain pills and do them and, you know, stone myself into a coma until the pain went away. I was actually dating a woman who was a chiropractor, and to be completely honest, what little I knew about chiropractic I thought was kind of on the order of a snake oil salesman or a con artist or something. And in knowing her for a couple of years and getting treatment, I began to see that it really did work. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not. She was a Christian. I had met chiropractors who did a lot of weird things with crystals and stuff like that. So her being a Christian caused me to trust her. And then she would bring me in for treatment, and the treatment began to work. So when we broke up, after 2 years, I lasted about 3 months without a chiropractor, and the pain came back. And so I got in the yellow pages and I started calling doctors. And second or third one I called was Dr. Hunt. She took x-rays the first time I came in, and I don't want to put words in her mouth. I don't really understand all the jargon, but I understand that there are 4 levels of the back going out. Yes. And she showed me the 4 levels, and I was in level 3 going into level 4, and I was in my early 40s. And I suppose like level 4 is some very, very old person, and you know, she started treating me, and a year later she took more pictures, and I could see the difference. My spine had completely straightened up.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I don't take the drugs anymore. And I see her every 2 weeks, and I found that that's like a maintenance thing. If I see her every 2 weeks, then I know that I don't have the debilitating pain.
Whoa.
So, I've seen and heard a lot of other testimonies besides just mine. One young fellow I had working for me would get migraine headaches, and one day going to work, I stopped in for an adjustment, and she treated him, and in 15 minutes or so, his migraine went away. So he was 17 years old, and his eyes were like that big, you know. So anyway, it works. She's treated me for carpal tunnel syndrome, sinus problems, back problems, all kinds of things. I keep her business cards on me in my truck, and because I work in the construction industry, I am in contact almost daily with other men and women who are crippled. You know, they've injured themselves from heavy lifting and falling, and I give them my little testimony, and say, you know, go in and talk to her. The conversation's free. You know, hear what she has to say. So some of them have come in to see her. I would definitely recommend upper cervical health care, and it's been a healing treatment for me for several years.